All right, here we go again. I'm Chris Nash with Mercy Jones. I'm here with Alex Soschin. He's the leader and the engine behind the No Name Band, which is a great band which we play with all the time. This is Regis to my right. Hey, Regis.
Pomelo in it.
Regis has a pomelo. There we go. So, Alex, you've only been playing 10 years, which is like insanely insane. Because when I first saw you at the Talking Stick, I was like, this guy is damn good. And I was like, I've got to be up on my game because he is rocking the house. And you did, man. You kicked ass.
How long ago was that?
That was probably eight years ago, 9.
Yeah. So at that point,
you've been playing.
You were a total newbie.
Well, the thing was, when I first heard you play, my reaction was, oh my God, I'm gonna have to do this for like 20 years before I even get close to sounding as like someone like Chris, because I was blown away by your playing, and but that was the thing, watching people there, Wednesday nights when they would do the open mics there, I just, like, that was a way to feel like you could connect to the world, and I really needed something to connect with other people, and so that was the impetus for learning how to play. And the first time I played, the first time after 6 months of signing up and chickening out every time, the first time I played, my knees were literally shaking so bad that after I stopped my song, like, I couldn't get up. I was like, if I get up, I'm gonna, like, I had to sit there for a few minutes just to, like, get the adrenaline to come down. But it was amazing, and that's where I met my bandmates, Mark and Richard, and that's where I've made so many amazing friendships that are still to this day, people part of my life. And in Los Angeles, people say it's really hard to feel a sense of community, but places like the Talking Stick, places like the Unurban, Indigo House, I mean, they come and go, but the people you meet there, whether they're musicians, poets, artists, just somebody who's just looking to connect, I mean, those are real amazing friendships. And probably the hardest thing the last 6 months is just not having that ability to just roll out of bed or come home from work and show up at a place where 5, 10, 15, 20 people that are part of your little tribe are all going to be there. That's the toughest thing. I mean, and I know what you're doing with the live streaming and other stuff is so great, and everybody.
Well, it's going away now on Facebook.
What do you mean?
They're not allowing people to do it on Facebook anymore.
What is it off their back anyway?
Communist China. They want to get rid of the artists.
What advantage do they have? What disadvantage is it for them to have artists?
I think it's just too much to for them to be able to. It's my guess, like mechanically they're having problems. That's my guess, but you never know. I think it's control.
I mean, it's probably control, but it's also like, hey, if we, we want to make as much money as we can, and if we can use that bandwidth to like sell more fucking ads.
Well, they're not going. They're going to have to chase everybody away because everybody's there for entertainment.
Right.
Whether it be family entertainment or whether it be your friend who's a musician who lives across the state line or lives far away, and now with the pandemic and all this crap, you can't really go anywhere and hang out.
No, I mean that's what I miss the most, to be honest. And we were talking about this before, but I'm really impressed how you're able to still create music and your band's recording some amazing stuff. And
well, I'm totally insane, so that's the only reason why I could do that.
That's what impresses me the most, how insane you are.
Thank you.
I'm impressed with your insanity.
Your insanity is inspiring insanity, because I just like I haven't had that like little bit of inspiration.
Well, your songs are phenomenal.
Thank you.
Okay, as a songwriter, okay, I
appreciate that.
I moved. I mean, that was the other thing is I probably asked you this about 40 times, about 40 different songs, and I'm like, hey man, did you write that? And I'm always surprised but not surprised at the answer. Yeah, I wrote that. This is about such and such. So what are you going to play? Play us a song,
All right.
and give us a little bit of background on maybe how you wrote it, what inspired you to write it, or not. It's up to you.
All right. Well, this is a song that it's one of the first songs I wrote, and it's a good time to talk about it because we're only a week removed from 9/11, the anniversary, and even though this happened 10 years, almost 10 years before I wrote it, but I thought about it. The day of 9/11, I'd kind of gotten into a bit of a tiff with my now wife, then girlfriend / fiance, my life partner, and we just couldn't see eye to eye, and long story short, I was in the Volvo driving halfway cross country from LA to Florida to just to think things through if we're gonna make it through. And the morning I woke up, I was in Beaumont, Texas, and my brother woke me up, said, "Look at your TV," and I'm like, "What am I looking at?" And he's like, "Are you guys okay?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And that's when the second plane right there hit the tower. And long story short, after just an insane morning like all of us went through it, I just called my wife, said I'm coming home, and I just drove nonstop from Beaumont, and I didn't stop driving until I got to LA, like in later that day. Like I drove 24 hours nonstop, and whatever we were fighting about or disagreeing about, just what does it matter?
Yeah, it doesn't matter when.
No. So that song came from that experience.
Okay, what's the name of it? All right, you don't have to name it.
No, I have a name. I'm completely blanking. Maybe it'll come to me after I sing it.
All right, play it. Do it.
Every passing day, I'm wondering, this load gets shorter. Am I coming home to you? My eyes stare out across this lonely valley, alone with the moonlight and a heart that broke into. Alone with the moonlight and a heart you broke into. As I drift across the lane, struggling not to sleep. The miles that we've driven, promises we couldn't keep, they start adding up like a 2-ton truck. And the only truth is we're out of luck. Yeah, with every passing day, I think this road's gonna get a little shorter. Baby, I'm coming back home to you. My eyes stare out across the valley, for you, breaks for you, and a heart that still breaks for you.
Yeah.
Broken 2.
Broken 2.
That's it.
All right, cool.
Oh my goodness.
So where do you see yourself going as far as your band goes and your music?
Well, we were, I mean, look, I'm not complaining. The people in my life, thankfully, are still here. Nobody's been severely impacted by this thing in terms of losing their lives or anything. I mean, a lot of people are hurting economically and mentally and physically, emotionally, but so I'm not complaining, and I'm very grateful. We had just finished recording our first album. We were ready to have a big kind of opportunity to bring all our friends and loved ones together to celebrate it and kind of have it really. And then this thing hit, and we put that kind of to the side because we don't want to just put it out there and have it go out into the emptiness without a chance to do something around it. We put a lot of thought into it. So where I see myself is when this all ends and we can all come back together, we're gonna have a big party to release the album and make sure everybody has a chance to hear it and have a chance to play with our friends and do more music with you guys, and then see where it goes. I mean, we've got a lot of other songs that we want to record and share with people, and some new ones. I'm sure once we get back into the flow, the creativity, I want to keep playing. I want to keep finding ways to connect with people with over music, and I want to keep being inspired by the amazing people in my life like you and Regis and Jenny, who just keep making great music and using the music to kind of heal the world, which I think is, this world needs some healing. We've got a lot of people doing the dividing, but I think music more than ever now needs to be the healer. So if we can do something to contribute to that, that's what I'd like.
Totally agree with you there.
Yeah.
Now, where can we reach you? Is it No Name Band?
We have a YouTube channel, the No Name Band. I think that you can subscribe to, and in fact, I think Jenny's helped us with that. We have a Facebook page for folks. I think we'd like to do more stuff with maybe what you guys are doing to find other opportunities. Obviously, we're part of the Mercy Jones collective, so really, anything that we do right now, we do very much in support and in coordination and collaboration with the Mercy Jones family. So,
well, we love you, man. Yeah.
We love you guys too, man. You guys have been a huge inspiration for us, and
well, same here.
And also pushing us. When we see what you guys do, it kind of pushes us to try to up our game. So.
Well, that's cool because I mean, happy, kind competitiveness. I mean, it's fun too because it's oh wow, Alex came up with this killer tune, man. Did you hear this? It's thumping, man. It's thumping, And then you want to write a thumping song like that too, or your blues songs and stuff like that. I mean, that's really inspiring. I dig you guys, man. Your guys' blues night at Unurban was one of something I look forward to always.
We enjoyed that in just the same way when Mercy Jones was set up that amazing opportunity with Trip Santa Monica, and again one of the last things we did was you guys put this amazing effort to kind of save the venues that have been hurting so bad in this time period, because it sucks that people are finding, obviously the restaurants, they found a way to play, serve people outdoors, and hair cutters are doing stuff, and it's I wish we had as much support for music venues being able to set up outdoor stages and other things, and bars to be able to serve their drinks outside and everything, so that they can still stay viable, and that that hasn't really happened the way it could or should.
Yeah, well, unless you're the governor and have a winery, then you can open it anytime you want.
I did not know he had a winery.
And it's open.
Oh, jeez.
I just, not getting political or anything, but because anybody that does it on either side of the thing is, I believe, sketchy.
No, I mean, look, we're trying to find a way to survive this period, and here we are in 2020, over 100 years ago, this country went through something that was, another pandemic, and people were divided, and people were fearful, and there was a lot of suffering, and a year after, it was gone, and the country came back.
Right.
And so what makes this country so great and always has is we're resilient. We come back, and a lot of times people count the country out, and kind of like Rocky, just keeps coming back. So,
yeah, Rocky.
Hey, yo, Adrian. So
It's all about how much punishment you can take.
Come on, Rocky, get up.
Wasn't that in his? I didn't see that movie.
Get
yeah,
up,
no,
Rocky.
that's true. That's
I
true.
think that was his big moral of the whole thing.
Yeah.
It's like,
And
it's not how much.
we have a high tolerance for. I mean, we take a lot, and
Well, musicians are a little sadomasochistic,
I mean, pain is where a lot of the inspiration comes from. So.
Yeah, well, there you go. All right, so take us out with another great one.
All right. Well, maybe something a little more upbeat, a little more up tempo.
All right. Yeah.
There's a long way down when your babies run away from you. A long way down when your babies run away from you. A long way down, gotta go pay the devil his due. There's a long way down, she left your heart beating black and blue. A long way down, she left your heart beating black and blue. That's the truth. Long way down, gotta go pay the devil his due. Pay the devil. Pay the devil. What he's due. All you know is come collecting for you. There's a long way down when you got no home to come home to. A long way down when you got no home to come home to. A long way down a long way down when your lies become the truth. A long way down when your lies become the truth. A long way down, gotta go pay the devil his due. Pay the devil. Pay the devil. What he's due. You know he's come collecting for you. He's come collecting, baby, 'cause you know that the rent is due. He's come collecting, yeah, you know that he's coming, baby. He's coming for you. And the rent is due. Oh, he's coming for you, baby, baby. The rent is due.
Yeah. Awesome, dude. I want to thank you for coming and
Thank you,
and
Chris.
doing
Thank
this.
you. I appreciate
Is there
it.
anything else you want to share?
Just find ways to come together, find ways to connect, and really appreciate a lot of gratitude for what you, Jenny, Mercy Jones, and the whole gang's been doing to try to keep us all connected and inspired. So much love. Thank you very much.
You're our family, man. You are. Everybody's important to us, and especially in the music business. You know, it's like that's why I came out here. I mean, I came out here because it was like, you know, my impression was, you know, the Beatles played with the Stones, you know, and Hendrix would come in, Elton John would come in, Billy Preston would come in and play, you know, and these guys would come in different people's albums, you know, George Harrison and Eric Clapton, you know, playing on each other's stuff. I mean, that's what music should be about, in my opinion.
I totally agree, man. 100%. 100%.
Cool, man. Thank you so much.
Keep the music playing, man.
All right. Awesome.